Dreaming about teaming up with a superhero? Heartbroken about the latest comic death? Do you find your conversations always turning to Marvel? Then welcome Marvelites to your therapy session. Join your hosts as we explore the realms of the Marvel Universe, taking you into new insights, movie reviews, and debates. Here, we won't try to cure any obsessions, but fuel them, because the world is better nerdy. Welcome to your Marvel Therapy Group.
It's cool.
You know what the problem is with
Yeah,
this?
it's like, look at this. This was like before like we even got the Marvel logos before these movies.
Paramount, do we still get that?
It's like, what the heck are we watching right now?
You know what the problem with doing this is that
Okay, there it is.
They won't know what we're watching.
I wonder if you could do the thing where it's like you have like the movie playing like in a little box like beneath you.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
We can figure it out. This is weird. Taffy.
Never noticed that guy with dogs
I
before.
never noticed that guy.
Already picking up so much.
This is the start of a good soundtrack to the Marvel universe.
Number 2. What did the first one taste like?
Having a hard time not looking at me now. Is that weird?
The first one from the spot?
Yeah.
Okay, laugh. Hey!
The one with all the stripes?
It's gonna be
I
kind.
don't
It's gonna be
remember.
kind of like half like us talking about Iron Man, half talking about saltwater taffy.
What flavor was it?
This was banana.
That's not what I asked.
I don't remember what the first one was.
You just ate it.
Peanut butter, wasn't it?
No, that's in the ingredients.
I want to see us under MySpace page. Please, no gang signs. Come on.
You're feeling MySpace was like a dated reference by 2008.
I can pause it.
Is that a different Howard Stark?
Probably.
I know John Slattery, I think, is the name he played him since then. Jeff Bridges. Oh, I would love for Jeff Bridges to come back somehow into these movies.
I really have no opinion on Jeff Bridges.
What?
Neither do I.
Barely know who that
Yep,
is.
same.
It's Rhodey. Universe building in the first movie.
And they scrapped him in the second.
Well, I mean, like, admittedly, like, he apparently just was, like, kind of an ass and just was, like, asking for more money.
Well, no, because they gave him the most money in the first movie because they recruited him first. So then in the second movie, he was going to get a higher salary than Robert Downey Jr. And they said that they were going to, like, decrease it a little bit. And he didn't like that. So they recast him.
Oh.
I didn't
I
realize
don't
I was
even
gonna
know
be
what
like.
flavor I'm getting.
I didn't realize I was gonna be stuck between you two's like weird like saltwater taffy rivalry for this whole movie.
Oh no, I've already admitted that hers are much
It's
better.
not really a rivalry.
That's cool. I went to school near Brown.
It's
That's
almost
cool.
like an MCU connection.
Wow.
I love that laugh.
That laugh.
It's so out of place.
I love like listening to like interviews with Paul Bettany where he talks about like doing the voice for this movie.
Uh-huh.
He was like, yeah, I showed up, like I worked for 4 hours and I left and I got paid. It was a pretty great deal.
And now he gets put in a suit he can't hear or breathe or live in.
I hope the viewers are keeping track at home. should give him like a t-shirt or something with like who can name like all the different flavors of saltwater taffy Joe ate.
This is the best comeback in the entire MCU. Where Pepper's like, my job is to take out the trash.
That's true.
That's actually like a 60s comic book name, like Pepper Potts.
Oh.
You got
It's like licorice.
Oh, it's licorice?
Oh. I'm smelling it now. Like getting that like scent of licorice. They're just like throwing models at you like back to back in the first like 5 minutes of this movie. Do you think it was a thing where they were like, okay, we don't have a script, what can we do here? Just get some models and we'll do another scene with the models.
It works.
It does, right?
Is it better to be feared or respected? I say.
It's philosophy of the MCU right there. All the movie studios both fear and respect it.
Think about all like the what lives in those mountains.
I don't think squirrels live there. It doesn't seem like that's their
I love
environment.
how like they changed the whole landscape of the lands.
Right.
I love how that's supposed to be like a really like
Futuristic.
futuristic phone right there.
Sponsored by LG.
Yeah, oh god, that'd be awful to have a phone like that.
Yeah.
They were basically coming out with iPhones around 2008.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't it the first one?
Yeah, it's like the first generation of iPhones were coming out then. Yeah, it's like holograms and a talking AI system.
Oh, how deep does that thing go? I don't get how he was gonna like, what his plan was there, like picking the water up with his hand.
So I feel like it's literally like alligator clipped on. You could totally just like rip that off by accident.
What's this guy's name in the cave?
Ginseng?
I read a fan theory where it was the Black Widow who put him there, or like captured him, and then he got in
Oh,
the
that'd be
caves.
cool actually. I think that was in the comics.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's true?
I think it was something in like the Mark Waid run of like Black Widow where she was supposed to when she was like a Soviet spy, one of her jobs was capture him.
I mean, 22 minutes isn't that long, but like it seems like it takes a while. It takes longer than I remember for him to get kidnapped.
I love the soundtrack here.
However, they never had time to exchange names, and probably like 3 weeks he was already there. I feel like that was smart, but I feel like when they left, they should have shredded it when they were gone.
Might have gotten burned.
No, because didn't they use those plans to build
No, they used,
the other one?
I can't remember if they still have the plans, but I know it's mainly that they have like the parts.
Oh yeah,
Like when
because
he
it crashes
crashes.
in the desert.
Yeah, but I feel like they had some plans with it.
Maybe, I can't remember.
That's like the entire expanse of his chest.
I forgot the prop that day, so they're just like, does someone have a flashlight we could use? You know what would have been so cool? If he survived, and then like he became the Mandarin. Because he had that, just that, like that shot where you see him like twirling his ring.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Like what if like he had survived and like he wanted revenge on Tony Stark, so he went on like all these mystical journeys and got the rest of like the rings of the Mandarin.
That'd be really good continuity.
I mean, I get he's trying to be all intimidating, but like, if he wants like a really complex missile built, shouldn't he give them as much time as they need?
It'd be more suspicious if he could finish it in one day.
That's true actually.
Also, I feel like you would want two. Because if you launch that missile against a threat, then you're defenseless. That was your one missile. So if people get you to launch your one missile, you have nothing left and they're gonna be like, sucker. You spent the one language he doesn't know. The one guy who speaks the one language
yeah.
he doesn't know.
Well, he knows a little of it.
But he seems like he can speak like 15 languages and you spent the one guy like the whole base he doesn't speak.
That's true. That
Many
does
of the
seem
languages.
that does seem like a bit of a mistake on his part.
Plus, I bet that the leader did not go to find Stark in Hungarian. So why is he even there?
Well, he said "I Panther" for a second. I was like, what does that mean?
This is like something out of a cartoon.
That's actually cooler looking than I remember it being.
The suit's very 60s comic book accurate.
Although it's crazy when like you read those early comics and like that was just like the suit. Like that was the suit he ran around in. He had like really big eye holes.
Yeah.
Right.
I also want to know like what that is actually made of because I don't know any metal that can like ricochet a bullet from that close up that effectively. Or
And
like,
aren't
or
his
like
hands-
the neck. Yeah, his hands are just leather gloves.
Yeah.
I feel like when he uses the flamethrowers, he would just burn his hands off. But
Can't forget like how big of an impact Ginseng had on Tony Stark. I mean, I guess like in his defense, that sand looks pretty soft.
yeah. I love how it broke so easily after all that.
It's a good power walking pace.
I like how nobody seemed to catch up with him.
Yeah, right? Did he kill every single person?
And even then, like, they don't have, like, reserve force that's gonna, like, go out and find him, where he landed, like, a mile away.
Yeah, not even a mile. It was like
Right.
100 feet.
I feel like they took him to a hospital somewhere before they flew him all the way back to the United States. But they still have, like, full medical services waiting. But he somehow managed to, like, get in a suit and a sling.
And you saw his arms were completely burned.
Yeah, so, like, there was definitely, like, medical service before that. He managed to come home in a suit.
Burger King, more product placement.
And if you start at the worst, you can't lament anything.
Shield! Agents of Shield!
I'm Agent Phil Coulson with the Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division.
Look at his little scooter.
It's sad that he can somewhat make that seem badass by being in a suit and smoking a cigar.
On a scooter.
On a Segway. Yeah, so he most likely had hospital treatment, but none of the doctors noticed he has an arc reactor in his chest.
Well, it was probably
We're a team. You understand? There's nothing
a lot of confidentiality agreements. All the doctors were secretly from S.H.I.E.L.D.
Or that's why he's like, I don't want to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to look at me.
Which means his arms are still burnt and prone to infection.
Yep. He's actually just gonna die.
Who is this guy?
You like at that TV show Mad Money?
Oh.
I think it was like on Fox or like something. It was like a show that talked about like what companies to invest in.
I also love how simple that code is.
Yeah.
And the doors are glass anyway, so like,
Right.
everyone sees you already. It's a formality.
She should take her ring off.
Right? Should I also be upset that she never played Operation?
Yeah.
And Tony Stark has.
So now he has internal bleeding.
Yeah.
Because the shrapnel's moved close to his
So
heart.
now he's gonna die from internal bleeding and a third-degree
And
burns.
birds.
In Avengers 4.
Yeah.
10 years later.
You thought Thanos was the big bad.
No, it's been Yinsing's idea all along.
I love how like the burns are healed right there. Totally not the case.
Oh yeah.
You were completely bleeding. Like a week ago.
Oh, I forgot about this guy. I love the little robot.
I like how basically in the future, his dummy robot that he invented when he was 17, that Peter Parker basically just plays that role instead.
Yeah.
And so instead of yelling at the dummy robot for like a messy table, he yells at Peter Parker. See, he is that, but he can't get like a phone. That's not a weird flippy thing from Verizon.
Yeah. LG.
How ironic that while he's saying that, the parts are ending up in the wrong hands.
Yeah.
It's like
Like it was-
dramatic irony or something.
It's
I
like it
love how you
was.
have to lift up that faceplate in that exact manner.
It's like it was scripted.
I love how that seems to be like the most important piece. The faceplate, vagina eye holes, the most important piece.
Thank
This
God we
entire
found
thing.
it.
Yeah. That'll make everything work.
Yeah, that piece has no wiring or
Yeah.
anything.
Everybody, big hand for Ted for finding the faceplate today.
Oh.
I love how he just like underestimated how good he was making it. He was like 10% power. That's small enough, right? Breaks every bone in his face. I swear he must be like half alien with the amount of times he like smacked himself in the face just testing this and like didn't
See,
go to the
that's
hospital.
pretty cool. I love those, like, those things are pretty cool. The holograms or whatever. Robots are a really underrated character in the MCU, I'm gonna be honest.
I would have gotten lost
I know.
flying around. I don't know how to get back.
Well, I mean, he probably has GPS. There we go.
Stanley!
Just think about it,
That
Jen.
was his first cameo appearance in the MCU.
At that point in his life, he hadn't met you yet.
Yeah.
That's pre-Joe Stan best friends forever.
And Coulson.
Agent Coulson.
Who tipped the guy a 1? Come on.
Well, that looks reasonable, but he just put like $100 bill in there.
Yeah, this is like a rich. Well, it's like this is like a rich person party.
He just wears a suit around the house.
I would.
Oh, he's fixing it.
I would wear the suit around the house.
The 10
10
rings.
rings. He literally should have been the Mandarin.
Did you ever see that short where they tried to rectify the Mandarin and they had the real Mandarin?
I've heard. I've never. I know of it. I've never seen it.
Because I haven't seen it either, but maybe it's that guy.
Like, what's the deal with that? Like, what's the deal with that thing?
Because people were mad that the Mandarin was an actor, not the real character, so Marvel made a short where it's the Mandarin, and he's like just wherever the Mandarin is, and he's just like, yeah, I'm still out here. The real
Did
Mandarin.
they actually like show like an actor playing the Mandarin?
I think so. So maybe it was him.
Well, I think he dies later on in the movie.
Oh.
I'm watching like a lot of like YouTube videos about like how the MCU got started. And like the thing I think is really cool is it's like to get the money to make this movie and like a few other movies, they essentially like went to the bank and took out a loan for like 500 million. And to do that, like for like collateral, they put up like the rights to all their remaining characters. So like if this movie had like bombed, they would have lost like everything.
I love how they said grab that dog.
The dog is important. I mean, it was kind of the movie that was like, nope, screw that.
Yeah, like Daredevil, Elektra. I love those movies.
Really? I've never seen them.
Do you have any popcorn? Wait, where is Obadiah staying right now?
He's in
Somewhere in the Middle East.
The Middle East?
whatever Middle Eastern country Tony was.
How did he get there?
Probably has a
Flew
plane.
there. He teleported.
No.
It's a power specific to him.
Nightcrawler took him.
They never explain this weapon. It's like a neurotoxin or something. Like, how does it just freeze you?
I don't know, it sounds like a paralyzing sound. Who knows?
Pepper's a good character.
Jeez, I like her.
What's a deceiving door? I would have gone with a pole. Right?
Alright. So whose office is this?
Obadiah's now, I guess.
Oh, now it is. Yeah, okay.
Tony's, but I guess he never worked in it.
Yep.
Soon to be Peppers.
Why bother looking for the document? Just drag the whole folder.
It's literally labeled top secret.
Right.
That was labeled ultra secret.
It's a really good translator voice.
Yeah, there's
Like he's putting in like the emotion to like the lines. He's not just reading them.
the best translator voice money can buy. Looks like a deer in headlights.
Right? I feel like it was a little too obvious.
Yeah.
Like is he trying to be like not creepy?
I hope not, because he's real creepy. Also, that's the smoothest you can ever pull out a
Is
USB.
that today's paper?
See, he's angry because she did the puzzle. I mean, she hasn't left the building yet. Like,
She shouldn't have looked back. That was obvious.
Yeah, but I mean, him standing right there watching her is also
Oh,
really
yeah.
obvious.
They both know that each other knows.
Yeah.
His ears are bleeding.
Yeah.
so it's definitely something to do with sound.
You'd probably look sickly too, though, if you had metal shrapnel going towards
I know,
your
but they
heart.
said it's, whatever kind of death, because it's, the walking death.
What do you mean?
Because it takes a week. And he's dying in like 3 seconds.
Almost it.
More taffy? I think so.
See, those are better doors. You can't see through them.
Like I said, very underrated MCU character.
Also, how do you actually connect it? Because he needed Pepper's small hands to connect it.
I was thinking, how did he just find the strength to smash the glass case against the ground?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the robot could have done it if he couldn't have, I guess.
He'd probably accidentally drop it anyway. I love how they somehow made it the perfect size, even though they only saw it for like 3 seconds once. They're like, when I saw it for 3 seconds that one time, it was exactly this size. So make sure you leave a hole that's exactly this size. Otherwise it won't work. It'll look all messed up.
Otherwise, the whole project's just stupid.
Yeah. You gotta redo it.
You're just taking a nap.
I also love how the doors are different.
Are
I
they?
just noticed that, yeah, because when you pushed the door open, it was like that weird filmy material, and all the windows were repaired.
And now they're broken.
And now it's back to the original broken doors. Unless you, oh, but he went through the elevator, so maybe it's a different entrance. I don't know, it's weird.
Very suspenseful music. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, very good score for this movie.
Section 16, ultra secret.
Yeah.
I
key's not working. It's not opening the door.
You don't have ultra secret clearance.
What's that?
I love that pose by Coulson.
I love how they just don't look at it. Like, if they don't look at it, it won't hurt them.
Right.
Like, what if a piece just flew back and, like, embedded in the back of your skull?
Not bad.
Like, is the back of your skull supposed to be better than getting your eye blown
Not
out?
like your neck.
Yeah.
Or when it hits your back at all.
Anything else?
Did you just make another hole in his roof?
No, he went back through the previous one that you never fixed.
Next time, baby.
Ah, more machine.
Wasn't you?
Yeah, different actor.
So sad.
It's like Jurassic Park. Except like when the Velociraptor comes out.
Nope. He's big.
But instead it's Obadiah Stane. Oh, another hole through your facility?
I know.
Through that 18-wheeler.
How many licorice taffies are there?
How do you still open that?
Put him down.
He wants to build weapons, and like he wants his company to like be successful. But like if he murdered this whole like car full of people, wouldn't that like kind of put a damper on his plans?
Well, I'm sure his clients in the Middle East would still buy it.
Yeah, that's true.
This is like, I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die.
See, but he's talking about saving the company.
Yeah.
Like he can't run the company if he's in jail because he murdered a bunch of people.
I don't know why he's like so obsessed with it. Like he's already probably rich. And like he can't be that much richer being the head of the company.
Oh, and this is like How to Train Your Dragon. When they make the big dragon go all the way up and then
That's
shoot
fair.
holes in its wings.
Necessary people, just a training exercise.
How to Train Your Dragon 3 is coming out in 2019. I'm so happy.
Obadiah Stane's actually a pretty good villain.
Except like what we were just talking about, we can't figure out his rationale. Because yeah, he's already rich.
Yeah. He already has like a lot of recognition. He was on the front of magazine cover. He covers all the news preps.
He wants to be richer.
He could probably siphon away Tony's money and he wouldn't even know. Like, by the billions.
Use your other hand.
That's a lot of flares.
I love how we thought of flares. Like, in a suit that advanced, why would you need flares? I also love how she hasn't moved at all.
I know.
She hasn't called for help, hasn't gotten the car and driven the other way. Just stood right next to a hole in the ground.
Make sure you wait until it proves.
Also the fact that she could walk over glass in stiletto heels.
Kind of fighting like Spider-Man right there.
I also feel like she's just pressing a bunch of levers and buttons and it's somehow going to explode this thing
Right.
at the right time.
Oh, that's what Ultron did. Except with his own helmet. He
Yeah.
was like, no strings on me, and just crashes his own skull from a previous model.
He ripped his whole body in half, didn't he? You should do that, Obadiah.
I feel like his exposed hand should be absolutely like wrecked. Or just gone.
I know, that was really dumb of him to take that glove off.
He has the dramatic monologue thing down.
Time to hit the button!
And Stormtrooper aim. Like,
Yeah, that was so
how
bad.
could you be so bad at aiming? You're like 20 feet away.
Skybeam!
Blue beam to space.
Yeah, Chitara, you're coming.
One of like the 200 done by Marvel movies. I think out of like 19 movies, it's
20.
10.
Now we're gonna find out.
His arc reactor needs to work. Or else he'll die.
I also love how it was like at 70% power, and then like 5% power, and then like 2% power, and that's like the strongest 1% power ever. It's like iPhones.
They sounded
I
funny.
like how the Stark Industries complex looks very similar to the now Avengers complex.
Coulson! Avalon.
How are you going to react, Joe, when he's back on the screen in Captain Marvel?
Well, it won't. I don't know. It'll be 20 years.
No, I figured you'd be excited. Because that's from the comics.
Hey!
Just stick to the official statement.
Being the bodyguard. Woo! Shield! Okay, but he didn't just leave you there. He found out that his company was still selling weapons.
Not be taking any questions. Thank you.
He had some pressing matters to attend to.
There's been speculation and I was involved
That
in
fake
events
laughter.
that occurred, the freeway and the rooftop.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stark.
Was a solid joke.
Expect us to believe that that was
Like solid 6 out of 10. I like how they put her like around a bunch of older people to make her look more attractive by comparison.
I'm just not
I also really like how bad he is at still lying.
I am Iron Man.
And he still can't lie.
Yep, can't at all.
Kevin Feige didn't produce this by himself. I thought this was the one where they accept Iron Man but not Tony Stark. No, that's the end of Iron Man 2. I think that's still in the movie.
That's basically the whole plot point of Iron Man 2.
You think you're the only superhero in the world?
Captain Marvel.
You become part of
And Captain America.
You just don't know.
They haven't recovered him yet, so.
Nick Fury,
Really?
I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger issue.
Avengers. They haven't recovered Captain America yet? I don't know. I thought he was just in a coma for a few years. No, I don't think so. I think he was revived like pretty quickly after they got him out of the ice.
Yeah, but that's like right before the Avengers.
Yeah, like a week or something like that.
Yeah, it was like fairly quickly. So
It's the
they
menu.
they wouldn't have known about him here. Or even like in Iron Man 2, they wouldn't have known about him. Well, full circle.
Good job,
Cool.
team.
Alright, what do we want to say about Iron Man?
Thank you for tuning in to this week's Marvel Therapy Group, where together we can work through our comic thoughts and learn to live beside them. Views expressed are of the host only and do not reflect Marvel Studios or comics in any way. Hosts are in no way qualified to provide therapy. This is simply the name of the podcast. This has been another Marvel Therapy Group session.